Okay, so students, we are going to start the second lecture of pricing. And in the last lecture, if you remember, I have given you the assignment. Obviously, you have to send the assignment solution to me so that I can check your question. In that, we have to obviously calculate the optimum price. And for that, if I revise the steps, first we have to see the relationship between price and the quantity. And it was P is equal to A minus BQ. B was, I told you here that B was the here, wait a minute. Yes, B was the price effect according to demand, and its formula was change in the price divided by change in quantity. So in the question, two prices with the two quantities will be given. Just calculate the changes in both of them and just divide the price on quantity. In the question, the last question, we got the answer minus 0.3, where I told you that ignore minus sign. Then we calculate A. How we calculated A? Because we have calculated B already, and from the question we can take P and Q. Any price you can take out of these two prices given, like 300 and 330. We have taken any price, and according to that, take the quantity respectively, and then calculate A. A is actually the price where your quantity will turn to zero. So we got the answer P is equal to 450 minus 0.3 Q. Step one is done here. After that, step two was marginal revenue, making the marginal revenue formula. It was simple, A minus 2BQ, just same as the price is equal to A minus BQ, just do it 2BQ. The formula will be for marginal revenue. And as we have calculated A and B, we can easily calculate the marginal revenue formula. That will be 450 minus 0.6Q, because it was 0.3Q multiplied to 0.6Q. Now, after that, third step was variable cost, establish variable cost. Maybe it is given in question. If it's not given, just add all the variable cost like direct material, labor, and all variable overheads. Variable cost in this question was given already $90. Then what we have to do, equate the marginal revenue formula with marginal variable cost, marginal cost. So marginal revenue in the case, obviously, if you want to see that, but at which point you will get the maximum contribution. So we have discussed earlier that the point where marginal revenue and marginal cost become same. So what we do, we use substitute of marginal cost instead of marginal revenue. That was 90 in this marginal revenue formula. So formula gets uh, 90 is equal to 450 minus 0.6Q. From here we'll get the quantity as we have got here 600, and then we put this quantity in that price formula. P is equal to 450 minus 0.3Q. Q instead of Q write 600, and then calculated P is equal to 270, the best price at which we can earn the maximum contribution. And we have already calculated that 108,000. Then I've given you the same question, like same type of question to do these steps to calculate optimum price. If you haven't done this assignment, first do this assignment, then watch the next part. So now we are going to start the topic, the point, elasticity of demand. What is price elasticity of demand? Actually, it is the effect on quantity due to the change in price. Or you can say the change in quantity due to the change in price, due to change in price. See, there are some products, if you are increasing its price, its quantity is not decreasing that much, because you know that when you increase the price, quantity will be decreased, obviously, according to demand based approach. So some products are in the markets, in the market, that if you are increasing its selling price, their demand is not falling that much as the price is increasing. For example, the necessity products. If, for example, the breads you are using in breakfast, obviously everyone is purchasing that on the daily basis. Even its price goes from $1 to $2, you will still purchase it. You will not say that it's like getting expensive. You will take it because it's necessity. So the products that are necessities, their quantity will not fall as much due to the change in price. But there are some products as well available in the market that which that for which quantity will decrease so much as compared to the price. Maybe the you are increasing the price by just 50%, and its quantity is decreasing by maybe 150%, possible. So price elasticity of demand actually tells you the change in quantity, you can say increase or decrease in quantity due to the change in price, That's why price elasticity of demand has a formula of change in quantity divided by change in price. The triangle sign means change. So change in quantity, or you can say increase, decrease in quantity divided by change or increase, decrease in price. For example, I'm writing the question here. For example, you have this question in which you see that when your price was $10, the quantity you were selling was 100 units. But when you go to $12, your quantity decreased to 95 units. Now, what you will do is you have to calculate price elasticity of demand here. If you see the you have to calculate the change in quantity, and now change in quantity, how you have to calculate, because if you see the price, it's going from 10 to 12 and it's going from 10 100 to 95. You just not need to calculate the only the difference, but you have to calculate the percentage change. Why? So that in the in the numerator and denominator you have proper percentages change, the percentage changes. Now what we will do, we will calculate percentage change in quantity here. If you see, this is the quantity and this is the price, so we'll calculate percentage change. Whenever you want to calculate the percentage change of any item, like its price or quantity, what you have to do, percentage change is always calculated as new value minus old value divided by old value into 100. New minus old divided by old into 100. Now assuming that first, like, old value was 10 when the quantity was, and the quantity was 100 at 10, and new price when you set at 12, now the quantity is 95. So according to the percentage change of quantity, what we will do, new value is like here 95, because new afterwards it was 95, before it was 100, divided by old 100 into 100. So answer will be minus 5. And what you have to do, just ignore minus sign here as well. Ignore minus sign here as well. Just what you have to do is, it's like change in the quantity is 5. We'll not write here that minus 5. So percentage change we'll say is 5%, divided by, now percentage change in price, again same formula. Percentage change in price will be, new value is 12 because it's $12 afterwards, before the price was 10, divided by $10 into 100. So answer will be like 2 divided by 10, 0.5. Answer will be 20%. Here it was 5% and here it's 20%. So percentage change in price is 20%. Percentage change in price is 20%. Now here, what is the outcome? What the outcome is saying? Actually, it means that this product is not having the good elasticity of demand. How? Because you are increasing the price by 20%. Your price is being increased by 20%, but your quantity decreased just by 5%, not that much as price is decreased more in percentage, but quantity is decreased less as compared to the price increase. So we can say here that the answer will be obviously 0.25. If price elasticity of demand is 0.25, means if it's less than 1, it means that this product is not price elastic. This product is not price elastic. Means if you are changing the price 20% or 30%, your demand will not fall as that much. Maybe it is a necessity product. People are still purchasing that, even the prices are increased so much, 20 by 20%, just little demand is decreased as compared to the price. So we'll say that this product is not that much price elastic. If the answer is greater than 1, it means there is a change in so much quantity, more quantity as compared to the change in the price. For example, let's discuss another example. For example, just I'm writing here that price elasticity of demand, and I am saying, just for the example, percentage change in quantity is, for example, 25%, and percentage change in uh, price is 20%. Now answer will be 1.25. It means the change in price is less, like it's 20%, but due to which your quantity is changing more than 20%, means 25% as in the question. So if the answer is greater than 1, we'll say that this product is price elastic. This product is price elastic. Means its elasticity is more. Its demand elasticity is more. I have written here that if price elasticity of demand is greater than 1, it means the demand is elastic. Demand is elastic. Means demand will change more in form of percentage as compared to price. Change in price. But if price elasticity of demand is less than 1, as in this question, it means that demand is inelastic. So you have to learn these two terms, elastic and inelastic. Elastic means the change in quantity is more as compared to the change in price, and if the change is not that much as the change in price, you will say that demand is inelastic. And if you have inelastic, I'm telling you the example. If you are having the inelastic demand of any product, you can easily increase the price. Why? Because you know that increasing the price will not lead to the decrease in quantity that much as compared to the price, right? But if your product product's demand is elastic, now you need to be aware of the best point, because you know that if I'll increase the price by little percentage, your demand will fall more than that percentage. So you have to be aware about this concept, that elastic demand product, you need to be calculating the best selling price, not more, because you know charging more price will lead you to the lower quantity sold. So this was all about price elasticity of demand. Generally you have to understand this topic. So what we have done till now we have started from here, that there are three broad approaches of pricing, in which we are studying the first topic, demand based approach. And in demand based approach we have two methods, we have two approaches: algebraic approach, in which we have studied all that, and price elasticity of demand basically is the general topic. It's included in this algebraic approach. You have to understand this concept. Now we have another approach in demand based approach, and other approach, that is a tabular approach. Tabular approach means the approach will do through the table. The approach will do through the table. Let me take the question here. I will do the question directly, and you will understand that. Okay, so now we have tabular approach for this topic as well. Calculate the optimum price. But for this, obviously, data will be given. Data will be given as the question will do. XYZ Limited is a car manufacturer introducing new type of car in the market where there is imperfect competition. So that to sell more units of output, it must reduce the sales price of all sales units it sells. Actually, obviously, the price, if you want to increase the demand, you have to decrease the price. The following data is available. So they are telling you the price per unit, the output, and the total cost here. Now, what we have to do, what is tabular approach? Tabular approach says that calculate the marginal revenues and marginal cost in a table. And the format of a table will be like I am telling you, you have to obviously understand the table. You have to understand the table. How you have to make the table? Let me show you. So wait a minute. So this is the table you have to make. For example, if the question comes in your long question in the exam, you have to make the table yourself. So first of all, you will write the price normal that will be given in the question. You have to write the demand or output units written in the table in the question. Now what you have to do, obviously I told you in tabular approach, you have to calculate two things, marginal revenue and marginal cost. Marginal revenue and marginal cost. Why we are calculating that? I'll tell you. But first calculate marginal revenue and marginal cost at each level. So first of all, for the marginal revenue, what is the marginal revenue? We know marginal revenue is the additional revenue on one extra unit, like additional revenue in one next extra unit. So what we will do, first for marginal revenue we will calculate the total revenue, because before that we can't calculate marginal revenue. So for total revenue, what we have to do, multiply the price and demand, means units and price. So if you are selling at 50, your demand will be 1, so 50 into 1, 50. If you are selling for 47, your demand will be 2, so your total revenue will be 94. If you are selling for 44, your demand will be 3. Answer will be 132. If you are selling for 41, your demand will be 4. It will be 164. At 38, your demand will be 5, 190. At 35, your demand will be 6, 210. 32, your demand will be 7, it will be 224. At 29, your demand will be 8, it will be 232 total revenue. And when you take your price to 26, the demand will be 9, your total revenue will be 234. We have calculated this total revenue first. If the in the question it's directly given total revenue, then no issue. But if it's not given, just multiply the price with the demand. Now, what is marginal revenue? Actually, marginal revenue is additional revenue earned on the next extra unit. Means here, if you see marginal revenue will be 50 because before it there is no unit. But if you see when you go from 1 unit to 2 unit, you earned extra only 44. Like if you see 94 minus 50, 94 minus 50, when you sold one extra unit, you earned here marginal revenue of 44, means 94 minus 50. This is called marginal revenue, additional revenue earned on next unit. So if you see from 94 to 132, just take the difference, 132 minus 94, marginal revenue is 38. 132 minus 164 minus 132, marginal revenue will be 32. 190 minus 164, marginal revenue will be 26. 210 minus 190, marginal revenue will be 20. Here it will be 14, here it will be 8, and here it will be 2. So these are the marginal revenue which are basically additional revenue earned on next unit. So additional revenue, just deduct old revenue from new revenue, you will get the marginal revenue at each level. Total revenue is normal sales, selling price multiply output of units, but marginal revenue is additional revenue earned on next unit. This is marginal revenue. First thing we have calculated as per tabular approach. Second thing, you have to calculate the marginal cost. Marginal revenue you have earned, you have calculated. Now you have to calculate marginal cost. For marginal cost, you have to calculate, we have to write the total cost first. As we have written total revenue here to calculate marginal revenue, for marginal cost, write total cost. So total cost, these are given here. Just write it here, 44. This will be given in the question, obviously. 56, 71, 85, 95, 110, 122, 135, 145. These are the total cost. And marginal cost, again, marginal cost is the variable cost, but we can also say it like additional cost on one additional unit. So if you see here, marginal cost will be 44, but if you see 44, just take the difference between 56 and 44 on the second unit, like from going from 1 to 2, your cost increased from 44 to 56. So obviously there will be the increase of variable cost. So variable cost increases. 56 minus 44, it's 12. Marginal cost is 12. Difference between the cost. 71 minus 56, it will be 15. 85 minus 71, it will be 14. 71 minus 56, it will be 71 minus 56, it will be 15, right? 71, 85 minus 71, 14. Now, 95 minus 85, 10. It's now 15. It's 20, it's 12. It's 13, and it's 10. So if you see, you have calculated the marginal revenue and marginal cost through the same way. Total, just take total revenue and see the additional revenue earned on next unit. It will be additional. It will be additional revenue, that will be marginal revenue. And for the marginal cost, if you see the total cost, just take the difference between this cost, the current cost minus the old cost, previous unit cost. You will calculate marginal cost. Now, what is the main outcome from this table? Actually, we are doing demand-based approach, and in the demand-based approach, we are on the tabular approach. Actually, we know that demand-based approach, we have to calculate the optimum price. Means that out of these all prices, on which price we can sell to earn the maximum profit or maximum contribution. Simple. In algebraic approach, we have calculated through the algebra, but here we are using the tabular approach. In the tabular approach, we have to make the table, but still we have to calculate the optimum price. Means if I ask you that which price we will go for, at which price we can sell the product to earn the maximum contribution. So for that purpose, we are doing that. So now what we will do, that where you earn maximum contribution. We know the point. We know that point where we can earn the maximum contribution. The point where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So what you will do is to see in the table where marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal. At which level marginal revenue and marginal cost are equal. If you see here, if you see at the first level, it's like 50 and 44. It's like 50 and 44 not same. 44 12 not same. 38 15 not same. 32 14 not same. 26 10 not same. 20 15 not same. At any level there, the marginal revenue and marginal cost is not same. So we know that we already know that if marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, at this level you earn the maximum profit. But now there is one exception. In tabular approach, there is one exception. It is very best. It is very best that if marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, this is the best. At that point, the best profit you can earn, best contribution you can earn. This is the logic. This is a straight logic. But exception is that if in tabular approach you are not doing through algebraic approach, or you can't get the exact value in tabular approach, and you know that here none of the selling price and none of the data is showing the marginal revenue and marginal cost same. Now what you will do here? You will see the level where marginal revenue and marginal cost has least difference, the least difference. So if you see the difference in first one 50 and 44, it's 6, difference is 6. 44 12, a lot of difference. 38 15, lot of difference. 32 14, still 28 difference. See, 26 and 10, 16 is the difference. 20 and 15, 5 is the difference. 14 and 12, 2 is the difference. 14 minus 12, 2. 8 and 13, 5, 2 and 10, 8. So I come to know that here 14 and 12, here the difference is least amongst all of the marginal revenue and marginal cost difference. So if you are not going, you are not getting any answer where marginal revenue and marginal cost is same, then the second thing you can see is where the marginal cost and marginal revenue are having the least difference amongst the all data. That will be the best point. So here we know that at this point where the marginal revenue was 14 and marginal cost was 12, this is the best point here, and according to that we have to set 32 price. According to that we have to set 32 selling price. This is the optimum price according to this question. Normally we would be very happy, we would have been be happy if marginal revenue and marginal cost are same, but if not, no issue. Take the marginal revenue and marginal cost data, see the which data has the least difference, that selling price will be optimum. Now let me prove for you one thing more. Let me prove that we have done it correct. We know that optimum price, we know the profit is maximized. The maximum profit you can earn on the optimum point. Let's see the profit. There is one another column of profit. Let's calculate profit. Profit is, how can calculate profit? Total revenue minus total cost. We know that obviously revenue minus cost is profit. So we have revenue as well and cost as well. Just I'm deducting now revenue from the cost. So 50 minus 44, it's 6. 94 minus 56. For profit, we'll not deduct marginal revenue from marginal cost from marginal revenue. No, total revenue minus total cost. 94 minus 56. The profit is 38 here. 132 minus 71. The profit will be 61 here. 164 minus 85. 79 is the profit here. 190 minus 95, 95 is the profit here. 210 minus 110, 100 is the profit. 224 minus 122, 102 is the profit here. 232 minus 135, profit is 97. And 234 minus 145, the profit is 89. So you can see amongst all the profit, the best profit is 102, and this is the profit we got on the selling price 32. So we have proved, it's proved that the point where marginal revenue and marginal cost are same, that's the best point. But if in the scenario, if you are doing the tabular approach, where you come to know that there is no level where a marginal revenue and marginal cost is same, according to the data, you can see the point where the marginal revenue and marginal cost has the least difference. Take that point as the optimum point. So according to that, here optimum price is 32, and we can earn the lot of profit, the maximum profit at the price 32. If we are going to 32 to 35 or 38, or going from 32 to 29, like higher or lower, our profit will be decreased. Our profit, as see, upward or downward. See, in the worst scenarios, profit are being decreased. So you want to earn more profit, more profit. It's the concept of chapter. It's the first backbone of chapter that we have to maximize the profit, but set the best selling price accordingly. This was a tabular approach, and it's very easy. Just you have to learn how to make this table. Just remember, just always remember these columns that you have to write in this tabular approach. We'll do the question in the long question when we'll do or practice. We'll see the tabular approach there as well. Mm. Okay. Now this is a simple topic after this demand based approach. This is just general topic that equation. What is the equation for total cost? This topic is available in your book. Equation for total cost. Simple. We know that total cost is being divided into variable and fixed. Total cost is equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. Now we can write this total cost as total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus for variable cost we can write variable cost per unit into number of units. We can write it as well. And for this total cost, we indicate it through Y, total fixed cost through A plus variable cost per unit through B, and number of unit is X. So that's how your total cost equation is made. This is just a formula. This is just a formula that is given in your book. In the a small topic is given just for the understanding and just for the to like revise the topic of high-low method that we have done in F2, where we have done this formula y is equal to A plus BX. There is a simple question for that as well. Sometimes they will give you the variable cost or fixed cost, and you have to calculate the total cost. That's very simple. Like it's very basic question. Till here, we are done with the demand based approach. In the next lecture, we'll go to the next approaches, some theoretical part. Here, the lecture is ending. If you have any question or you haven't done the last assignment we given in the first class, do that and submit me. It's very important for you. In the next class we'll go through the different other approaches plus theoretical topic and our chapter will be ended. Meet you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.